Thirsty connotes expectations. Now you cannot go to God without being thirsty for something. When you go to Him thirsty, then that means we are ready for an infilling. We are ready to see His demonstration of His almightiness. And it's what you do when you are expecting that matters. Hello beautiful people. So a few days ago I was having a talk with a young girl and she was telling me how disappointed she was at life and how she had no expectations whatsoever. Shocking as that may seem, that is the story of a lot of us. We do not have expectations and we just go through life just like that. If we can go to Exodus chapter 17 verses 1 to 7 and the account of the Israelites where they were in the wilderness of Sin and they approached a place called Rephidim and they became thirsty because there was no water there. Thirsty connotes expectations. Now you cannot go to God without being thirsty for something. When you go to Him thirsty, then that means we are ready for an infilling. We are ready to see His demonstration of His almightiness. And it's what you do when you are expecting that matters. Now in verse 6, we saw where God stood in front of Moses and He asked Moses to strike the rock. And when He struck the rock, water came out. It wasn't the effort of Moses that brought the water out of the rock, but it was the presence of God. So let me give you a testimony of mine of what happened to me after I decided to go to God with my expectations rather than to murmur. So in 2014, the Lord told me that I should go back to school and study. And I did not wait for further instruction, and I ran ahead of Him and I went to do a master's in a long distance course in the United Kingdom. And along the line, I couldn't pay my fees any longer for one reason or the other, and I felt destroyed. I felt my life had come to an end. And I went back to Him when I realized that it was His vision and not really my own vision. And I went back to Him, and that was the time He told me to be calm, to sit still, and I would see His work in my life. And guess what happened? I had the most fantastic scholarship you can imagine to a school which I couldn't afford even if I tried, and one I did not qualify to go to. I challenge you today. What is that problem that has been confronting you and has made you lose hope and even made you lose your sleep? Picture God bringing out water from the rock. How impossible is that? But if God could do it in the time of Moses, He can still do it again today, because the Word of God says He remains the same yesterday, today, and forever. I join faith with you and I decree that your expectations shall not be cut short, but it shall produce the miraculous. If you have been blessed one way or the other by this message, if you have testimonies or comments, please feel free to send in a comment. And you can also send in your testimonies, and I'm here holding hands with you through it all. God bless you.